Kherson, Ukraine. Initial battle plans had expired as soon as the dam collapsed. Ukrainian Special Forces officers therefore spent 6 months adapting their struggle to secure crossing to the other side of Dnipro River in southern Ukraine. They needed support to keep him. And for that, they needed evidence that it could be done. For one of the officers nicknamed Skiff, this meant a flag and a photo shoot. Skiff, Ukrainian acronym of the nomadic Scythian people who have now established an empire in Crimea. Acts like a camouflaged amphibian calculated until time of attack. Deliberate. He is an officer in Center 73, one of the most elite special forces units of Ukraine. The offensive teams are part of Special Operations Forces, which manage partisans in occupied areas, sneak into Russian barracks to place and lay groundwork for reclaiming Russia's captured territory. Their mission to make two main fronts more dynamic in the 6-month counterattack reflects many problems that have arisen from Ukraine's wider efforts. This was one of the few counterattack successes of the Ukrainian army. By end May, 73 men center were stationed by river. Some of them were almost in field view Kakhovka Dam. They were in range of Russian forces that had controlled dam and landed along Dnieper since first days after large-scale invasion in February 2022, and both sides knew that Ukraine's impending counterattack was aimed at controlling the river as key to reclaiming the occupied south. On opening day's operation, i.e. June 6, an explosion destroyed dam, sent a wall of reservoir water downriver, killing countless civilians and erasing positions Ukrainian army. We were ready to pass. And then the dam blew up, said Skiff. The water rose 20 meters, flooding supply lines, Russian positions and everything else in its path for hundreds of miles. The race was on whose forces would the islands take over when the waters receded and with them could retain full control of Dnipro? For most Ukrainians who see them on streets in the almost desolate frontline villages of Kherson region, these are men wearing t-shirts and flip-flops. They are just ordinary people. The local people who refuse evacuation are all used to the sounds of war, so their frustrating calm in the face of air attack alarms. Nearby gunfire and cannonballs does not seem unusual. The AP has joined one of the secret units several times over the 6 months at Dnipro. The frogmen are night. They transform themselves from ordinary civilians to elite warriors. Some wear diving suits, and some on boats. They rarely get their pay for what they do, and Ukrainians rarely know about their operations. But Russia is cheerful and erroneously 73. Their military statement announcing the collapse of the center is an indication of their effectiveness. A Ukrainian Special Operations Forces soldier is walking in water on banks of Dnipro River using night vision goggles or NVG during a night mission in Kherson region of Ukraine on Sunda.